Hello, my loves. So, this video is gonna be about something that upsets me and something that I've been thinking about very much, and that is science. Like, don't get me wrong, I think science is wonderful and beautiful and all that, and it's very helpful in many ways. But I am so sick and tired of people like dismissing and ignoring their own experience or just leaning onto science to explain everything. Like, not everything can be explained. Not everything has a reason that we can logically explain. So much is about like experience and just trusting and believing. And when we just blindly follow science, it's just so it upsets me so much, because it's like it makes people disbelieve themselves, really. And something that I've been thinking about very much is that people who are really into science tend to like make fun of or feel better than religious people, when really they are doing like the exact same thing but with science. Like this dogmatic kind of believing in everything science is saying and that is 100% truth. Like, seriously, you guys, how many times has something in the scientific community been, or just in science, been disproved or changed? Like, we have proven this, and then a few years later it's like, no, this no longer works, we have proven this now. And like, things aren't that like one-sided. You can't like you can't really make fun of religious people and be like they believe in some god when you make science your god, really, because you're doing the exact same thing in a dogmatic way. You're just believing something that can be proven, but at the still time it can be disproven in a couple of years, or can be maybe not disproven but like changed, and you can have more information about it. And it's so frustrating, really, because I so often hear people saying like science has now proved, and like, we don't need science to prove everything. Some things we just know, and like they come through us, and it's just like Eastern medicine that has been laughed at and like made fun of for such a long time in the West. And now that science proves it, it's wonderful and the best, and everyone is using it. Like, it has worked for all this time. It didn't start to work just because science proved it. It has always worked. And they didn't need any studies and things like that to know that that is true. Like, they knew that intuitively, they knew that from their hearts, they knew that from experience, from trying, testing, experimenting in that way, not in a lab but like on themselves in their lives. And that is really upsetting to me, really. Like, just blindly following science and believing everything science says, and just disregarding your own experience and not believing your own experience. I have like, in my sister circle, I have people coming and saying like, I feel this and that, I feel this and that way, and like my body feels this, but my doctor says that it's not true, and therefore I'm afraid that my experience is like that I'm making stuff up, or that I can't trust myself, that I should trust a doctor. And I'm like, listen, you do what you feel is right, but don't disregard your own experience, and don't like blindly follow a doctor. Of course, like, I don't want to go with anything I say, I don't want people to go from one extreme to another and be like, okay, now it's like we shouldn't believe science, or we shouldn't do anything with science. That's not what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying, have a little more faith in yourself, in your own experience, and believe in what's happening in your body. Don't be like, don't give all your power away to a doctor, or like anyone for that matter, even a holistic doctor, or like a healer. Like, don't give your power away to anyone. If it doesn't feel right, it doesn't feel right. If it's not true to you, it's not true to you. Like, take what resonates and leave behind what don't. People are here to help, like real healers and coaches and guides and teachers are here to really help you get in touch with yourself, so that you can trust your own experience and not be like someone that takes decisions for you and knows what's best for you, because they don't. You know yourself. When you have a relationship with yourself and like develop that, and it's your journey, and when you have a relationship with yourself and you're on your own journey, you start to trust yourself more and more, and like see the signs that this works for me, this doesn't work for me, this is true for me, this is not, and that will change in time too. So yeah, I really wanted to talk about this because it's really upsetting for me. Like, really, guys, science doesn't know everything. Science can't prove everything. Science isn't the word according to God. Like, really, things can be proven, disproven, changed. Like, everything in life, things change. It's not a dogmatic way, and this is true, and therefore I'm right. I feel like it's so much about people wanting to be right than it is about actually experiencing and seeing what is true for yourself. It's more like an argument than a discussion. So believe yourself, trust yourself. Like, don't blindly follow anything. Don't disregard yourself. Trust yourself. Trust your experience. Trust that you know best. Trust that feeling you have inside. All those feelings that are like, okay, this doesn't work for me, or this works for me. And that is easier said than done, of course, but just trust yourself. Believe in your own experience. Don't give away your power. So thank you so much for watching, and have a beautiful, wonderful day as I have here in Sweden. Bye.